Hey y'all, I am back. Seems like I'm in a pretty good rhythm here, hey? Oh, there's my sister coming out. She's a Canadian now, and so my last video was about this awesome folio. I totally got so tempted and I bought the folio in an Earl Grey, the tea house. And so I'm real excited. I will do a video on that when I get it. And I want to do like a comparison. So I'll do the video when I first get it. And then I'll do another video with my crazy wear that you know me. I use my notebooks and they get all beautiful. So I wanted to show y'all another journal flip because it's been a while. These are all my journals. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so beautiful? All of my memories and my thoughts, and I just love journaling. My last journal that I did, and if you're new here, these are our inserts that go in a traveler's notebook, and it's really awesome because you just get a new insert when you're done. And I have a whole playlist of all of my flip throughs of these journals up until the journal 9, which this is 8. I love that cover. That's one of my favorite covers. This is the last one that I did, that one. And so now we're in 10, and I wanted to show you the cover that I did recently. Had to go grab it. This is my journal that I'm in right now. It's so cute. I used an anthropology bag to cover it because the notebooks, they come just like this with this kind of blue paper because I get my inserts from Taroko Shop on Etsy. Are you okay, Howard? Howard's not feeling well, so if you hear him coughing in the background, that's my cat. Speaking of Howard, this is Fat Baby Howard when he was a kitten. And I took this really cool picture of him and I cut it out. And I was like, you know what? That would be a cool sticker. Let me know in the comments if you think this would be a cool sticker and want me to do that. I could do that for y'all. This is the insert that I'm in now, but woo, this is the one that I'm going to flip for you. I don't even remember what is in this insert. It's been so long. I know that I healed. This says heal right there. This one, it looks like this is an anthropology. Looks like it's kind of collaged. I know for a fact that with the cover, I did black acrylic ink. That's one of my favorite things is black acrylic ink. You can just put it on there and it's just so nice and matte. A gel pen goes beautifully on it. It looks like I did a little bit of drawing on the back. This is with my stencil that I love and modeling paste, the flexible modeling paste. This was some ephemera. Love that stamp. Oh my gosh, I love chickens. So I can't wait to get my chickens. And this is a really awesome constellation rub-on that my friend Robin gave me. And so, yeah, I guess I need to kind of go through and see what is in here. I don't even know. There's a pocket. What's in the pocket? Oh, it's me and Julia. That's Jen's daughter. I love her. So I have a picture of her back there. This is a sticker from, he's into it. Who is that? I don't even know who that is, but this is a sticker from a music store that sells vintage guitars that my daddy loves. And this is like a Chic Sparrow sticker from like a notebook purchase. Just want to say before I get into this that this is my personal journal. The reason why I put these flips on is just to show people like inspiration for just different fun things that I've done that I thought would be fun for people, like to inspire ideas for you if you'd like to do this in your journal. Words to me are the most important part of a journal. You'll see on my new journals, like there's a lot of words and not as much color and pictures and stuff because I'm kind of in a different season of my life right now. And so words. What I'm trying to say is I'm a real human being and I have emotions and feelings just like everybody else. So if you do happen to read something, you're like, oh my gosh, like most of my stuff ends up being prayers, like God help me because I'm dealing with something frustrating or whatever. I'm a human being and so are y'all. So you understand, right? Let's just have some fun grace for each other. These are just some beautiful little girls from James' washi set. I don't know if he sells this anymore, but I love James. He's like one of my great friends in the journaling art world. And these are just so cute to add to stuff. And I've used them a lot. This is like, I don't know, stuff that I wanted to put in here that I didn't know where to put it in my journal. So I just stuffed it in the bottom. Then this is just watercolor. You know, I love to plop. I believe this is all watercolor also. And then I took photos of my hair. I got my hair done really cool. It only lasted 2 days though, y'all. It was like so sad. But I just kind of cut out my silhouette and put them right there. I really like this page. There's a little scallop stamp. This page is really special to me. This is my daddy, and I just got off the phone with him. And this is more watercolor plopping. And what I started doing more in my journals, you'll see here, I'm just kind of discovering what I like for my journals, is kind of a scrapbook feel. So I'm okay with allowing one spread to be just a picture and a couple words or a title or something, just so it has that scrapbook kind of a feel. It helps me to not feel so pressured to work in a scrapbook, because I used to do scrapbooking a lot. So this is a picture of my dad, and this is these little number stamps that I've had forever. They were on clearance like this. I use them for dates sometimes, but I love these stamps. And this is his age at the time that he died. He had a cardiac arrest and he was dead, and they were able to bring him back. But you can see here I sketched a heart as best as I could. And this is the miracle. This is the date that he came back to us. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. It's a miracle that he is even with us today. And they weren't able to do any sort of stent or open heart surgery because he's got all these little vessels that grew around that artery to help out. Like, that's just like the miracle of what happened. So they can't operate on him, because if they mess up one of those teeny tiny little ones, then he's gone. So what they ended up doing is put a pacemaker. He has like a pacemaker defibrillator thing in his chest. And so anyway, so this was like a very special page for me, because my daddy was able to have some more years with us. He is 70 this year. I love him so much. More plopping. This is a vintage envelope that I tipped in, and I put some little vintage stuff girls in here. I love these little vintage girls. I have some notes and things. I love putting interactive bits in my journal. So these are just some pictures. Oh my gosh, this is an accident from my son when he got suckered in the face. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So this was that when it happened one day. Isn't that horrible? It was his brother accidentally did this. Oh, it's my sweet Ashley. So, things that I'm not sure what to do, I will use these little vintage envelopes that are super fun. And it doesn't, obviously it doesn't take up much space because they're glassine. I mean, look, there's my notebook. And, so I have a bunch of fun stuff in there. So that's a great idea if you want to add some things and not tip them in. And I like to do these like thankful for bits. This is like a butterfly that I had floating around on my desk, but it was already dead. Okay. I did not pick up a live butterfly, but this butterfly was dead. And I was like, oh no, it's dead. It's so beautiful. I want to like appreciate it forever. And I had it on my desk, but then its wings, that's what it was. One of the cats got into it. And so its wings were kind of in pieces, but I still used it in my journal. So there's that. Here's like a little... Oh, that's one of James's stamps. A lot of these spreads are actually on journal with me's that I did for Patreon that I'm slowly getting into bundles online. There's another one of those little girls. So I love watercoloring. This is the gamboge. What are they called? These things. I love these things. They're Color Craft Brusho Powders. And I use these more than the Mindy's. I think they're called Mindy's powders or whatever. I love, love, love them. And it's just like, and I put some gold splashes on there. And then I have this coral color that I make with my watercolors. I got to meet Kim. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. She was a patron and a sweet, sweet fan, and I got to meet her in person, and she was absolutely amazing. I love meeting people that have been following me for a while. And this is just some watercolor plopping, some pictures, messy frames, and this is a stamp set that's a smaller version. Right now I don't have any in the shop, but I just made an order. So yeah, they're not too much bigger, kind of bigger. Not too bad. They're a good size for this size journaling. And that's Petey. Everyone sends me bluebonnet pictures because they know I do not like bluebonnet pictures. I don't get it. I don't understand the Texas thing. So Petey looks terrified. He looks absolutely terrified. to be in all those flowers. I'm like, I feel the same way. Bluebonnet trauma. See, isn't that funny? Some more plopping. Another fun thing that I do is just kind of like make these circles with some masking and stuff. Love my Polaroid stuff. I have a video on how I make my Polaroid pictures. Let's see, just some sketching, some watercolor, more watercolor plopping. Just a little bit of collage work with some watercolor. Oh, I so love this coral and pink and orange. You know, I'm a sucker for it. And here is a little tip in because I was like, I need a tip in. And then this is some more collage. This was a season where I was really trying to use up my bits on my table. And so I would try to do these challenges to do these collages. And so that's what came out of that one. And I have another one here coming up, if I remember right. And I actually really love that. I love just pasting down a bunch of the bits. There's some more purple and gold. Pretty. Made that a tip in because someone was so sweet and made that for me and sent it to me. I believe this might be the purple gamboge, if I'm not mistaken. They're so pretty, and I love the splatters. It's just so simple. The Lamy pen with the Lexington gray. Is it Noodlers? Yes. I think it's Lexington. Why am I spacing on that? Y'all know the gray ink that I absolutely love. It looks like a pencil almost. Writes beautifully over it. Here is some more fun stuff. More watercolor, tip-ins, different things on the side. And I think, yep, here. This is where I did the same thing, which is collaging a bunch of stuff. Like a repair tag from a lamp that I had. Like, where am I going to put that? So I just collaged it in. Made a little clear tip in. I love clear stuff. There we go. And some more watercolor. Ooh, this is fun. Ooh, I forgot about this. I think I did a journal with me for Patreon. This is just like some bright stuff. And I think I had this old piece of paper from like 10 years ago that had all these vintage people on it. And I did the silhouette and I did a mask for the date. I think that's pretty cool. I really like that. I might have to do that again. And then a messy frame around the sides. So pretty. And then it looks like I splattered, what is that? Looks like I splattered like maybe liquid, like a fluid paint, white or something. I really like that page. This is why I like going through my journals because then it inspires me. Like I inspire me. Sweet people that I did photos for. Oh, that's gross. You don't want to see that. Oh my word. Oh, gross. Sorry, people. Some more fun smushing, more tip-ins, Ray Massigman's Scribblepedia. I think I took a class and we were kind of, Ashton and I were doing the same thing together. Ooh, this is fun. This is indigo paint, Daniel Smith. Yeah, this is indigo that is put on here. And then I had this really pretty, I don't know what this came from. I can't remember. It was definitely a die cut that maybe someone gave me. This was super therapeutic. I did a bunch of like hashes with my gel pen. I should do that again because that was very therapeutic. And here we are with some more smushing. This one is the sea green. And this is the piece of glassine. It's a sweet little element there. You can see that I use this stencil all the time for my notebook. And then I use the smaller version too, which I think is out of stock. So I was thinking about buying the font for this and making the smaller version myself, but I just haven't had the time, y'all. Haven't had the time. Oop, way back here. I loved the side of all the colors here, so I just left that like that. And did a little flower. And here is, oh, it looks like I still haven't journaled about Florida. Look at that. I haven't even journaled. I was going to get to this, but I didn't. This was a Jerry's Artorama thing, and I just tipped a bunch of stuff in, and it looks like I need to just write something in here. I'll do that tonight. This is just some light watercolor plopping with some hand lettering and a stamp. The gold splatters is a huge, I love that. And the gold splatters, this is, I call it my pot of gold. I will link it down below, but it is my favorite. Love that stuff. I've bought, let's see, I have I've emptied one of these. Like I hit pan and then used it all up. And this is my second one. I would like to do eventually, I'm almost out of this stuff, but I wanted to do 5 things worth rebuying kind of thing and show you all my empties because I did use them up. And I thought that'd be a really beneficial video. More of the smushing with the lady. And I couldn't really see her after I kind of put her in. So I just kind of outlined her face. This date is the same numbers that I got from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. A little frame around there. Oh, and another one that I needed to, so this is going to be the continuation of Florida. I drew this because of this picture. So after my dad had the cardiac arrest and he was recovering, my sister and I took a spontaneous trip to go see him. And I had my sister take this picture of me and my daddy and his heart. I put a little heart there. I decided to make a drawing of it. And this is actually very spiritual in nature. So while this was going on with my dad, a bunch of stuff with Father God was happening in my heart too. He was showing me this comparison of my father's love for me, and as much as my dad loved me, as human as he was, there's that verse that says how much more, like if your father can love you, then how much more me being perfect will I love you. And so I had this idea of this father's heart picture from this picture and this experience. And I ended up making a lino cut with it. And I carved this and I made a lino print out of it. My intention was to sell them on Etsy because it was just a really powerful thing. And I really believe truly that what you make in your art, you impart who you are in your art, and you impart what that came from, the inspiration in your art. So I thought it was very powerful. So I might actually do that if there's enough interest. But yeah, this is one of the prints. This is 8 of 100. I gave some away. I gave some to the patrons that were supporting me. This is the carving. This is the print. And it all came from this photo. Almost 2 years ago. On the other side, I just have a fun little scorecard. We all went putt-putting. And that was super fun to do as a family. And this is just some watercolor and gold splatters and a picture of my Sweet Count Zinzendorf before I went to go get him. This is the date I did a... What is those things? The Dymo. Where is it? I've been organizing my desk, so now I can't find anything. One of these guys. And you can get different tapes and stuff and put clear tape in. I love clear tape. So I put that in there. Let's talk about that. This is another page that I have that I use of some of James's bits. Super fun. Like this girl. Like her little leaf antlers. Some more smushing and some words. More smushing. Words and a little washi. The last one is smushing and words. So that's pretty much it for this journal. I think my favorite page, oh God, it's such a, like, I love this page, but I don't know. I think this is my favorite page. I would have to say this one. This one and this one are cool. And then of course with my, I don't know, there's a lot of good pages in this. I got inspired by this journal, but this one I would have to say, I love that look, just the clean, some color, the story behind it. That's really just so sweet to me. And yeah, so there's my flip. I have how many more? So I have 10, 11, 12, 12 and a half. I will be eventually kind of leaking these out amidst other videos in the future because I know many people have been asking for journal flips. And so yeah, here you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Anything that I have a link for that I can find, I will put it in the description below. Do you like this kind of journaling? This is super fun to me. I definitely have kind of calmed down and like the background color parts. It is so easy to just smush a couple pages for some color. I mean, I could do that in here just randomly. I think what happened here with this one is that I was getting over this issue of like not wanting to commit to a color on a page for some reason. So a lot of these were pre-smushed. So like this was pre-smushed when I got to it. This one was maybe, this one was just getting some color on a page so it's like ready to go. And it's kind of like that Honey Slim Pickens thing. If you already have it there, then just work with what you have. And sometimes that's good to like exercise your creativity and stuff, your creative muscle. If you are interested in seeing me sitting down to complete one of these pages, I have a journal bundle. This page is in that journal bundle of the second journal bundle. And there's a page that's got flowers like a flower. Where is it? This is in the second journal bundle, I think, or maybe it's in the first journal bundle. But there's several journal with me's featuring these type pages that are on my website. If you want to check it out, there's like trailers on there to kind of show you what you're going to get and all that. And I think they're $30 for 10 of the videos, so it's like 4 hours of content or more, something like that. But anyway, you can check those out if you want, and I will be trying to get another bundle out to journal bundle 3 at some point here, but I really want to focus on my I Am a Scribe class. I really want to get that out. I think it'd be a really fun class, and just I've been doing this for a while now, and I've kind of gotten my own flow of what I like. I felt like I've really found my voice in this whole creativity thing. So yeah, I would love to share that with you. Next week, I will have a video featuring my growth book. You'll see that it is really filled out more than when I show it to you in the video, because that video was filmed at the same time my little pumpkin spice notebook was filled. But I'll bring this to you next week to show you why I switched over to this for my spiritual journaling. And yeah, so be looking out for that. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope y'all have an absolutely awesome week, and I will see y'all later. Bye.